Quantum entanglement is a fascinating concept from quantum physics, wherein particles become interconnected in such a way that the state of one particle instantly influences the state of another, no matter how far apart they are. This phenomenon challenges our classical understanding of physics and introduces intriguing possibilities for understanding complex systems. In the context of memory and cognition, exploring whether quantum entanglement could play a role in how memories are formed or recalled opens up compelling avenues of inquiry in neuroscience. The potential significance of quantum entanglement in memory lies in its ability to offer alternative explanations for how the brain processes information at a fundamental level. Traditional neuroscience views memory as a result of synaptic connections and neural pathways, but the unique properties of entanglement might suggest that our cognitive processes depend on more complex, quantum-level interactions. Such an approach could revolutionize our understanding of consciousness and cognition, possibly leading to new methodologies in treating memory-related disorders or enhancing cognitive functions. One real-world example illustrating this point comes from quantum computing, where entanglement is harnessed to process vast amounts of data simultaneously. If similar principles are at play in our brains, it could explain the astonishing speed and efficiency with which we handle information. Another example is in the field of quantum biology, where researchers explore quantum effects in natural processes such as photosynthesis. If life at a cellular level utilizes quantum mechanics, the human brain, as a complex biological system, might also engage in quantum processes for tasks like memory retention. Proponents of this idea argue that our current scientific apparatus may not yet be refined enough to detect quantum processes in the brain, proposing that a revolution is needed in neuroscience akin to the shift that quantum physics brought to classical physics. However, there are significant challenges and controversies surrounding this concept. Critics argue that the warm, wet, and noisy environment of the brain precludes the stable conditions typically associated with quantum mechanics. Skepticism also exists about whether entanglement can have significant biological effects at larger scales, like those involving brain networks. Connecting to the broader topic of decoding memory, investigating quantum entanglement could act as a bridge to integrate quantum physics with neuroscience, leading to a unified understanding of cognitive processes. This cross-disciplinary approach could redefine concepts of human thought and memory, unveiling a hidden layer of reality that shapes our mental lives. While the idea remains speculative, its impact on research and theory could be profound, inviting us to reconsider the very foundations of memory and consciousness. Quantum entanglement is a fundamental phenomenon in quantum physics where particles become linked, such that the state of one particle instantaneously influences the state of another, no matter the distance separating them. This counterintuitive behavior perplexes even those well-versed in physics, embodying the mysterious non-locality described in quantum mechanics. In relation to the topic, decoding memory, could quantum entanglement be our brain's secret? Entanglement could theoretically play a role in understanding how our brains store and retrieve memories with remarkable speed and complexity. The significance of exploring quantum entanglement in this context lies in its potential to unravel the mysteries of human cognition. Traditionally, neuroscience models memory through synaptic connections and electrical signals, confined to the classical physics realm. Entanglement introduces the idea that quantum phenomena might facilitate or even optimize memory processes by harnessing the unique computational capabilities present at the quantum level. Real-world examples illuminating this concept begin with quantum computing, where qubits operating under principles like entanglement surpass classical bits, performing complex computations rapidly. Similarly, in cryptography, entangled particles enhance secure communication systems by ensuring that any attempt at eavesdropping alters the system, maintaining information integrity. These examples signify the transformative power of entanglement and suggest a hypothetical framework where similar quantum strategies could be naturally employed by the brain. Some scientists posit that microtubules within neurons might exhibit quantum behavior, potentially linking memory processes with quantum effects. This view, while intriguing, faces skepticism due to the warm, wet, and noisy conditions of biological environments, traditionally considered inhospitable to maintaining quantum states like entanglement. Critics argue that no definitive empirical evidence currently supports quantum entanglement at play within the human brain, advocating for caution in equating the intricate mechanisms of the brain with quantum phenomena observed at much smaller scales. Nonetheless, exploring these areas opens dialogue on bridging quantum physics with neuroscience, influencing other memory topics by encouraging visionary research approaches. While challenges persist, the quest to determine if quantum entanglement underlies cognitive processes could revolutionize our comprehension of memory, inspiring future breakthroughs in science and technology. As such, thorough examination of this concept not only enriches our understanding of memory, but also poses provocative questions about the nature of consciousness itself. Exploring memory formation in the human brain involves delving into the intricate processes that enable us to store, retain, and recall information. Memory formation is a complex mechanism that relies on the interaction of neurons, the brain's communication cells, to create and strengthen connections known as synapses. This dynamic process allows experiences to be encoded and stored in a way that can be accessed later, forming the foundation of learning, identity, and cognition. Understanding how memories are formed is crucial in the context of the main topic, as it opens up intriguing possibilities about whether quantum entanglement plays a role in these processes. Quantum entanglement, a phenomenon where particles become intricately linked and the state of one can instantaneously influence the state of another, could theoretically offer a mechanism for the brain's rapid and efficient information processing, challenging traditional neuroscientific views. To illustrate, consider the example of long-term potentiation, a biological process that strengthens the synapses between neurons during learning. LTP is a fundamental mechanism in memory formation, and exploring whether quantum effects could influence this process might shed light on how such synaptic efficiency is achieved at the cellular level. Another example is the phenomenon of memory recall under stress or trauma, where memories can become exceptionally vivid. These cases could potentially be explained by processes that go beyond classical physics, possibly involving quantum interactions. Support for exploring these ideas comes from leading physicists and neuroscientists who are uniting quantum theory with neurological studies, proposing that quantum processes might underpin consciousness and memory. However, this notion is not without its skeptics. Some argue that the warm, wet environment of the brain is unlikely to support quantum entanglement due to decoherence, where quantum states are lost in such environments. Alternative viewpoints suggest that traditional synaptic interactions and biochemical processes are sufficient to explain memory formation without invoking quantum mechanics. Critics caution against oversimplifying or misapplying quantum theories to brain science without substantial empirical evidence. This exploration into memory formation doesn't just inform the main topic, it is foundational to it. Understanding memory's biological underpinnings is essential for proposing any radical theories regarding quantum entanglement. If proven, quantum involvement could revolutionize our understanding of consciousness and cognitive functions, potentially unlocking new approaches to treating memory-related conditions like Alzheimer's, thus intertwining scientific inquiry with tangible clinical applications. The theoretical connection between quantum physics and neuroscience emerges from the notion that the enigmatic phenomena of the quantum world could inform our understanding of the brain's complex operations, potentially unlocking the secrets of memory and consciousness. Quantum entanglement, a phenomenon where particles become interconnected in such a way that the state of one instantly influences the state of the other, regardless of distance, is a key concept here. This entanglement transcends traditional physical laws and may provide a novel framework to decode how memory functions at an intricate level within the brain. This connection is significant because it opens up a new frontier in understanding memory, a fundamental component of cognition. If our brains utilize quantum processes, it would revolutionize neuroscience by providing insights that could lead to breakthroughs in treating neurological disorders and enhancing cognitive abilities. For example, the hypothesis that microtubules, tiny structures within neurons, could facilitate quantum processes suggests that our brains might exploit these quantum effects to perform highly efficient computations that classical systems cannot replicate. Real-world applications of this theory are intriguing. Consider the development of quantum-inspired algorithms for artificial intelligence. By mimicking the brain's potential quantum processing, we might create machines capable of more advanced learning and memory capabilities. Additionally, investigating quantum processes in the brain could lead to novel approaches in tackling diseases like Alzheimer's, where memory loss is a devastating symptom. Some researchers advocate for this intersection of fields, suggesting that our traditional understandings of biology need more holistic approaches. Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff, for instance, have been proponents of the orchestrated objective reduction theory, which proposes a model where quantum processes are integral to consciousness. However, this concept is not without its challenges and controversies. Critics argue that quantum effects are unlikely to be sustained in the warm, wet, and noisy environment of the brain. The complexity of verifying such quantum processes at a neural level also presents significant experimental hurdles. Alternative viewpoints suggest that classical mechanisms might sufficiently explain brain functions without resorting to quantum physics. Despite these challenges, exploring the theoretical connection between quantum physics and neuroscience could fundamentally influence how we perceive consciousness and memory. It encourages interdisciplinary collaboration, blending quantum theory with cognitive science, and may eventually yield technologies and treatments grounded in a deeper understanding of the brain's potential quantum nature. This exploration aligns with the overarching topic by challenging current paradigms and pushing the boundaries of how we decode the mysteries of memory.